So,
Go for it.
today's episode of .com Lunch includes I use smarter than an internet marketer. We have some trivia questions for them. Let's start with some simple ones. So, and we'll go in order. What is the capital of California?
Capital of California is Sacramento.
Sacramento. All right. Here's a little more difficult now, I guess. What country is the host to the longest river in the world?
Africa? Africa.
I'll go with Sean's answer.
Oh, that's not a country, that's a continent.
I'll throw another Brazil in there.
Brazil.
No, Africa's not a country, it's a continent. Longest river in the
Wow.
world?
China.
Well, wait a minute.
Okay, you already gave your
It's
answer.
actually South America. It's not Brazil.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's the Nile River.
Okay. Now, next question. We'll come back around for the answers. Is Greg cheating and looking him up? All right. There are 5 communist countries left in the world. Name one.
China.
Anybody else?
I take one of those two.
Yep, they're both right. Yep. That was that was anticlimactic. All right, let's try another one. If you have,
You got 3 of the 5, right?
you only got 3 of the 5. You
Trying
want
to get all 5?
to try to get all 5? Let's see.
Vietnam's too.
All right. Next question. This is science, I guess. If you have a barometer, what are you going to measure?
Altitude.
Barometric pressure.
Oh yeah, barometric pressure. That's an altitude.
You mean what units?
Yeah.
No, just what you're going to measure.
Yeah.
All right.
In inches of mercury.
All right.
SI units of barometric pressure.
In the same line of questioning, what does an odometer indicate?
How many miles you've driven? It's
Okay.
on your car.
It's on your car.
How is this related to internet marketing?
Because
I think
are you smarter than an internet marketer?
Oh, okay.
There's an algorithm.
Are other people smarter than us?
Oh, okay.
That's a question. All right. Name one country in Europe that speaks Spanish.
Spain?
Best answer?
Sure, that works.
All right. Spain is. All right. What's the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C. Not Washington State.
All right. Now, let's see if you guys know this.
Taxation without representation.
You have to answer both. The U.S. has lost 2 wars. Name them.
They lost 2. They lost a civil war to themselves.
Well, that one doesn't count officially.
Why not?
Well, it's not officially lost.
Internal war.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say, well, it never concluded, so Vietnam was one, because they never concluded it.
They lost.
And the war on terrorism, because they haven't won yet.
No?
Sounds good, huh?
Korean war.
Huh?
Korean war.
Korean War, Vietnam.
Vietnam, 'cause
Vietnam's for sure.
Vietnam.
So Vietnam and what else? Korean War?
Sure.
Anybody else?
I'll go with French and Indian war. Just 'cause
French and Indian War. All right. Moving on to little pop trivia. Well,
Was it the United States? Was it the United States?
I think we invaded Canada and we got beat back or something.
Canada burnt down your White House.
Yeah.
all right.
That was the British that burned down the White House.
Let's go. Next question. Who is Keith Richards?
Rolling Stone.
Guitars.
Yeah, along with Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, the other famous guy.
All right. Okay. Next question. Who gave the inspiring speech commonly referred to as the I Have a Dream speech?
MLK.
MLK, Martin Luther King.
Okay.
His dream is not alive, but that's for another discussion.
That is for another discussion.
KFC.
All right.
Colonel.
All right. There are 12 major or classical religions in the world. Name 3.
Christianity.
Christian, Catholic, Buddhist, Hinduism, atheist. Sure, why not?
KFC.
The Colonel.
That's the religion of the spaghetti monster, or the spaghetti
These are,
creature.
now let's remember, these are like officially recognized as the major religions in the
Church of
world.
Scientology. I don't know.
Buddhism, Hinduism,
Islam would be
Judaism, Islam,
I
Christianity.
think we have a whole bunch now. We just have, yeah, we got that.
You guys got
3.
a lot more than 3. Not all of them, not even
You got
close.
3 phrases
But
to be
China's a
Marketing geniuses.
All right. Now, yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with marketing except comparing ourselves to.
All right.
All right. We'll skip that one. What happens when you You might know this. What happens when you suffer from paresthesia?
What is it
Never
again?
heard of that.
Paresthesia. Paresthesia.
Paresthesia.
You should know this.
You get dizzy.
Nope.
You vomit and throw up.
Fear of things that are paired.
This is not a phobia.
It's not a phobia. What happens when you suffer from it? You get a fever.
You don't feel well.
You don't feel well.
These are
You
pretty
go to
good
the
answers,
hospital.
I guess.
You're under the weather.
All right.
I guess we feel that one.
Let's go to the next one. All right. Tell me the order of the lights on a stoplight in the United States from top to bottom.
Red, yellow, green.
Red, yellow, green.
Last and final answer.
Yeah,
All right.
yellow, green.
How many states?
Double checking us on this.
How many states in the United States of America?
50.
There's 50 with Puerto Rico hoping to become the 51st.
Territories.
50? Is it that obvious?
There's 50 stars in the flag, so it's pretty obvious.
All right.
But why are there 12 stripes?
Ah. Are there 12? Are there really 12 stripes?
For the 12 colonies.
2 territories, I think.
It's 13.
Of 13 stripes.
So what?
3 territories.
3 territories?
Guam, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands.
No, those are possessions.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay, we'll come back. So,
Suburbs.
you guys got some of that right. Yeah. Here's another one. Another civic thing. There's a document that outlines and defines the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. What is the name of this document?
Bill of Rights.
The Magna Carta.
Which of the 10 amendments? Which of the 10 amendments guarantees your freedom of speech?
The First Amendment. The second one's the right to bear arms and shoot people.
Okay. Follow-up question. Tell me what the third amendment is about.
The right for women to not vote.
This
Well,
is
actually, that's a suffrage.
Wow,
That's-
John.
the third
You
amendment.
gotta do some major apologizing, I think, later.
No? No?
2 and 5.
The third, the suffrage. What's the suffrage amendment? That's the Sixth Amendment. Was that?
That's
You know,
like-
after the first couple.
That's like the 16th amendment, isn't it?
16th was the right for women to not vote.
I don't know, 12 or something. Okay. So nobody has an answer for the third amendment. Okay.
The right of free assembly.
Finally, a good question.
Yeah.
The right of free assembly.
No.
No. Damn.
All right. So the U.S. federal government is broken into 3 branches or 3 parts. What are they?
Legislative, executive,
and
and the other guys.
judicial.
Okay.
The other guy.
All right. And then these 3 are our final questions.
Yeah.
They're probably the toughest one.
Yay, the final question. Yes.
What is a CAPTCHA?
A capture is that stupid thing
one of
you
those
enter
little-
to say you're a real person.
Yeah. So you're not a robot.
Okay. Follow up to this. CAPTCHA is an acronym. What does it stand for?
Enter it so we know you're not a robot. In Spanish. Captcha. She knows that.
Can.
David?
The answers, please.
I'm going to go with C is for character, and HA is human authorization, but I don't know.
Character, human, authorization.
I
Anybody
can't
else?
add anything to the
Kind of person type.
Kind of person type.
I think it's a typo.
All right. And last one. What does
Gotcha.
the acronym RADAR stands for?
What?
RADAR.
Radar.
That's an acronym. What does it stand for?
Radar. They would know.
Let's put him on the spot because
I asked it last time.
Yeah.
Range acquisition distance. Radio acquisition distance and range. Yeah, radio acquisition.
Radio acquisition distance and range. Radar.
I think that's pretty close.
you got the gist of what it means, but not the acronym. All right.
If I missed it, it was the first day that I missed. I think
Okay. Let's just go back through the answers quickly. Capital, California, Sacramento. Longest river, Brazil. The communist countries are China, Cuba, Laos, North Korea, and Vietnam.
Yay.
Barometers, pressure, atmospheric pressure. What does an odometer indicate? Miles driven. The one and only country with Spanish in Europe is Spain. Capital, US, is Washington, D.C. The two wars that were lost were Vietnam War and the War of 1812.
Oh, I lost Canada.
No, to England. We got invaded.
Canada. You got invaded by Canada.
Oh, they took over the White House, made the first family flee, commandeer the country for a day or whatever. I don't know. Historically, it's a lost war.
Okay, it's debatable.
I guess it's debatable, but in the history books say we lost it. All right. Who is Keith Richard? Lead guitarist of Rolling Stones. Martin Luther King gave the speech.
Still think that's the current.
They pretty much got all of them, man. Oh, pretty much got all of them. They're good.
Yeah. The major religions are Baha'i, Buddhism, Christianity, Confucianism, Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Judaism, Shinto, Sikhism, Taoism, and Zoroastrianism.
No atheism, eh? Okay.
Atheism is not a religion, it's a lack of. Yeah.
Well, not in itself is a religion, but okay.
We skip one. I'll ask you a little bonus one. If you're a practitioner of parkour, what do you do?
You run through obstacle in the most efficient way possible.
Okay. Yeah, it's the activity or sport of moving rapidly through an urban or crowded area.
Yeah, that's parkour.
What happens when you suffer from paresthesia? You feel pins and needles when your arms or legs fall asleep. That feeling of tingling. Everybody got the order of the lights right?
So in other words, you don't feel well.
Okay, there you go.
The stoplight order is red, yellow, green, but it varies from country to country.
All right.
What?
What's the other one?
Which one?
Continue.
Yeah. How many states in the United States? 50.
50.
And then for all the other answers you guys wanted to give, there's one federal district and one incorporated territory and 14 territories.
Possession.
Yeah. Document for the U.S. Constitution is the Bill of Rights. First Amendment is a freedom of speech. What's the Third Amendment about? Your soldiers cannot take over your property in time of war or
Unlawful
peace.
seizure of property.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good that
Yes.
you got that one.
They can't occupy your
But
house.
they can commandeer my vehicle. Bastards.
They can't. That's unless there's a martial law or whatever. Yeah. U.S. federal government, 3 branches. You guys got them all: executive, legislative, and judicial. What is CAPTCHA? You guys got it?
No, we just
Legislative?
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Legislative.
Legislative. Yeah, that's right. What is CAPTCHA? You guys got it. The acronym stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart.
That's a bloody hell
Wow.
long name.
I know that one.
Yep.
Okay.
And what does radar stand for? Radio detection and ranging. It's another one of those
Ranging.
2-letter.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
2 in
Getting
one
pretty
day.
close. Hey, so we only got
Two
like one
acronyms
wrong.
that use
You only
the
guys
second letter of a word.
collectively. You guys got them all right.
All right. There you
So
go.
not bad.
If
And
you
some
can get it
bonus.
all right, you're just as smart as internet marketer.
And
Otherwise,
some
you
bonus
suck.
points.
That's right.
All right, so after some fantastic trivia, it's time for the Gadget of the Week. And today's Gadget of the Week comes from Apple. These are the new Magic Mouse and the Magic Keyboard. So these are redesigned keyboard and mouse from Apple. If you ever had an Apple keyboard, you'll be familiar with it. Let's begin with the Magic Keyboard. If you have the old Magic Keyboard, you'll be very familiar with this Apple keyboard. It looks exactly pretty much exactly the same as the old keyboard, except that it is now built-in batteries. So they got rid of the slot here where you put in the AA batteries. So it charges using a lightning port. So this is the same type of port that charges your iPad or your iPhone. So plug in the USB, plugs in front, and you could charge. No more worry about changing battery, that kind of stuff. I suppose it will last for quite a while before you have to charge it. So powered by Bluetooth. Feels like a MacBook Pro. In fact, it's the same size keyboard-wise as a MacBook Pro or the new MacBook. So if you're familiar with a MacBook, you'll be very familiar with this. And I guess that's the reason Apple did it this way. So this way, when you go from your notebook to your iMac, it feels the same. So then this is the Magic Keyboard. And it sells for $100. $100 for a keyboard, which is typical Apple fashion, bloody hell expensive. But hey, that's what you get when you buy an Apple product. The other Apple thing is the new Magic Mouse. Now, this Magic Mouse looks exactly like the old mouse. I mean exactly like the old mouse. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. The main difference is that again, it's also rechargeable as well. And it uses a, hey, oh, look, they gave me a lightning port as well. That's fantastic. Yes, all right. Because I wasn't expecting that, so that's a bonus. So lightning port is included. So, but the main problem I have with this is that the lightning port is on the bottom. Right, so that means that when you're charging the Magic Mouse, you can't use it. Unlike the keyboard, you could use the keyboard, but you can't use the Magic Mouse. So I don't know. I'm not a design engineer, so I don't know why they couldn't put it onto the side. It could be because if you put it on this side, which is good for, but then if your right hand, I don't know. But anyway, they put it down here, which is kind of weird. But it's a good thing that this mouse will last over a month on a single charge. So you probably want to charge it that often. And I'm pretty sure the Apple software will warn you when you're down to 20% to just plug it in. And I believe they said once you plug it in for like just 3 minutes, you can get almost a couple days charge all of it. So probably doesn't need to be too long. Other than that, it has all the, it's all the, this is the wheel, do all the gesture. And this mouse, it's $80, which is bloody expensive for a mouse as well. So you got this mouse and this keyboard here. You got $180 plus taxes, and of course you're not done yet. I don't have the new Magic trackpad, which is $130, and I decided not to buy it because.
Why didn't you buy the integrated keyboard with trackpad? They don't have that anymore?
No, they don't. Well, see, the integrated keyboard with trackpad is actually two devices, and the trackpad actually looks the same. They just butt next to each other, and then it looks like one unit, but it really isn't. It's two units. So it's so there you go. These are Apple Magic products. So it doesn't really do any magic as far as I know, but it's not magical, but it is magically expensive.
Well, it's pretty impressive how the movement, the motions.
Yeah, it should do good. It should do good. I like it.
That's pretty cool how it works.
Anyway, and the reason I got it is because my old Magic keyboard lost its magic. The battery killed it. I don't know, it's gone. There's no more magic left, so I got to get new magic.